Alright, so we're back, ladies and gents. And, we're not quite ready to build any of the stuff that I mentioned that we were going to build in the last episode. Not yet. I did a little bit of work on building the tunnel to the mine shaft that we found. And to that big ravine that we found. And oh boy. I didn't record any of it because nothing really special happened. Other than me discovering more stuff. Which was pretty sweet. It was significant enough that it warranted another episode. I went pretty far. I made some rails, and I also took some rails from the mine shaft because when I was trying to get out, I had to follow some of the mine shaft out. And I ran into more mine shaft while I was building this. So, yeah. So this was pretty sweet. The mine shaft is probably the biggest mine shaft I've ever seen, and you'll see why here in a moment. There's some over here. I did some exploring. I've actually found a bunch of chests. Now, I didn't loot any of the chests because I wanted to loot the chests with you guys. So I got a nice empty inventory. See, oh wow, I didn't see that chest. Holy shit. Oh, I have too empty of an inventory, actually. I don't have anything to make any bridges with. And all that stuff's just falling into the abyss. But yeah, I dug out quite a bit of stuff, actually, because I was going to go ahead and just lay down some railing towards the ravine. And I mean, that's pretty much what I did. I was going to make some rails with you guys on camera, which I may or may not do this episode. There's a little bit to it, so I'm not quite ready. But maybe, we'll see. That's not that bad. Alright, I think we got enough cobblestone to make a bridge over to that chest that I did not see before. Like I said, this is a really, really big and actually very intricate mine shaft. Because there's mine shafts going in all which way. See? Like every crazy direction. Oh wait, no, I did see this one. So yeah, we got some creosote bottles, a chest cart, which I thought was pretty hilariously convenient, and some steel ingots. Steel ingots are awesome. Because steel is a pretty high tier. Like, it's pretty in-game. Like, it's not super in-game, but it's pretty in-game. So that's real nice to have pretty early on. I'll have to see what I can do with it. I know I can make more rails than I normally would be able to. But that's it as far as like what I can remember. I know there's a shit ton of stuff I can do with it. I'm not sure what else I can do off the top of my head. So I've explored this stuff a bit, so we'll see. Now, I actually had a few ideas I wanted to bounce off at you guys' heads. I really like to build stuff, and soon I'm going to be building more buildings. I'm going to be making more additions, and I was thinking of kind of doing like a time-lapse type thing for the buildings that I build, because I got to build a nice big Thaumcraft room, and future buildings off that. Now, the Thaumcraft room is going to be big because everyone's Thaumcraft room usually starts off small, and they usually either have to move it or expand on it or something. So I'm going to make mine initially kind of big, and we can kind of go from there. But it's going to be, real crazy and awesome, like everything else that I've built so far. But yeah, I wanted to do kind of a time-lapse dealio with that, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, other big builds that I do. But what else? What other stuff that we got coming up? I guess it's going to be kind of like a summary episode where we kind of explore a little bit. Oh shit! Dodge that like a boss. Dodge that one too like a boss. But yeah. Oh shit! I forgot to make torches. That's okay. That's okay because we're surrounded by. Oh Jesus. We're surrounded by wood. So we can just go quickly do this real quick. We can take the torches and make sticks and then put the coal on top of there and make the torches. Put them in our inventory. Okay. So I hear all the monsters coming at me. But yeah, look at this. This is the most crazy freaking... Like... I'm now getting into parts that I hadn't even explored. Ow. Like, I hadn't even explored these parts. Like, you can tell the parts that I've explored and parts I haven't because the rails are gone. Or still there, for that matter. That's a creeper. Whoa. I never noticed the TNT on the side of his head. Look at this. This is nuts. But anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of my current goals. I want to make the carpenter and get the bee set up. And then get the farm set up. Is that gold? Yes. Definitely need gold. I want to get the farm set up. I want to get started with Thaumcraft. Also, I want to get started with soul shards because I want to make a blaze spawner. Uh-oh. Lightning storm. Because blazes are absolutely necessary, and having a blaze spawner would be great. Like I did in my last Let's Play. Basically, I need to get to the point that I was in my last Let's Play. All that stuff. For the most part. Some of the stuff, not really. I'm not super worried about the... oh shit, angry zombie. I'm not super worried about the not the auto crafting, but the auto sorting system yet. Not too worried about that. I'm okay with doing it myself right now. We got other stuff that's more important that needs to get done. I love rooms like this that are just big and empty and full of dirt for no reason. Oh jeez. 2. Okay, we need to hide for a second. Fuck. That's okay. I've actually died so many times off camera. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. I'm coming back from death. I'm glad I remembered just now, but I forgot to mention I actually made long fall boots, so I can just jump off of here and not die. They're not super expensive. I mean, I guess they're kind of expensive. They cost 4 diamonds, but you don't take damage from falling, and that's fucking amazing. Alright, so we gotta run all the way back. No problem. I can keep talking. Lightning storms. But yeah, what else we got going? I want to make a quarry, and I also want to make a tunnel bore. The tunnel bore, however, excuse me, is really expensive as far as I can remember, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to maintain, I think. As far as I remember. It's been a while. I've never made one personally. I've just... Oh my god, I forgot about this chest. The floating chest. Hey, a minecart. How convenient. More tracks, some wooden ties, and another work cart. Sweet. I also need to make a cart manager, I think it's what it's called. The thing that allows me to make kick-ass carts. Come on, let me through. My death point's right there. Let me through. Thank you. Wish I had a pick. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Who shot me? I don't even know. Damn, that lightning is loud as shit and scary. Okay, so we got a crap ton of crap. Let's get a little bit organized here. We need to make the thing that makes you make kick-ass carts. I already mentioned the goal of making the power armor with like the power suits, because I don't want to explore that ravine until I get the power armor, because I'm gonna want to be able to like fly around and stuff, because it's gonna be dangerous as shit. Now, even more so once I show you guys the other cool shit that I found, because that ravine is actually only a very small part of the grand scheme of things as far as ravines go. All right, trying to get my bearings straight a little bit again, since we got turned around. Another cart. Yeah, Thaumy Max. Some melon seeds, bread, more steel, gold. Don't need you cobble or marble. Don't really need melon seeds either, because I found some. That was actually a chest that I hadn't found before. Man, this is definitely a really, really sweet abandoned mine shaft. Oh yeah. I like to destroy these just so I don't find them and be like, oh my god. Get all excited and then get sad. We still really need to find copper. That's definitely another goal that I'm going to do in between cameras. So that's more of like a personal thing that I need to take care of more than a project. I actually wrote down my projects now that I think about it. I'm going to make the Steve's Tree Farm like I said. I need to get started with industrial craft power. I need to make the Tinker Table for the power suits, which requires an emerald, which I still haven't found one. So that sucks. So yeah, we definitely have a lot of goals. A lot of goals in mind. Yeah, the card assembler. That's what I need to make. I need to make a card assembler. So I can start making some cool carts. Because I need to make the card assemble to make the tree farm. Using Steve's carts anyway, so... That'd be cool. And of course, I can build carts to get us from the ravine and back. And we can fly around in our power suit and mine all the things. Once I start the quarry, like once I get to the point where I'm ready to build a quarry, that's when I'll worry about making an auto sorting system. Because having an auto sorting system when I'm just going around mining personally, it seems kind of silly because it's a lot of work that goes into it, and it's just doing stuff that I could just do by hand anyway. The auto sorting system is really at its peak benefit when it's automatically sorting stuff coming in from a machine that's gathering crap tons of stuff, like a quarry or an arcane bore. Or, you know, stuff like that. I've also found a crap ton of diamonds while I was digging through this too. I actually found some that I didn't dig or didn't mine just because I wanted to mine some on camera because I haven't yet. There we go. And this is a dead end. Awesome. Oh no, it's not. Well, I mean it is, but I can fix it. I can make it not a dead end. Alright, so we actually need to get back to... There we go, our marker, our mine shaft marker, which was right behind us. Duh. Whoop. Oh wow, I didn't pick those up. I'd have been really sad. Oh. I need rubies, yes. So I don't have to keep using my diamonds. Because, uh-oh. I heard him. Asshole. Asshole. Okay. I went in a circle, but that's okay. Where did it go? What the? Mine shaft, right over there. It's digging. Screw it. That was convenient. I get turned around way too easily. Dig around these bees. Definitely get started with the bees soon. That was something else that I wanted to get started with. I keep coming up with all these ideas, and I keep thinking of the stuff that I really need to get done quickly, like soon, or at least get started with, because it's stuff that usually takes a while, like the soul shards take a while to make and gather. So that's pretty important. I need to get back to my freaking... I don't want to do that yet. You got owned. There we go. Just trying to get back to my my rail system because that's the path that I need to take. Jesus, am I really that turned around? I do believe that I am. That's okay though. You've at least gathered quite a lot of materials, which is very nice. Here we go. Obsidian. Hey, we found it. Awesome. Now, before we go exploring further, let's go back to the place and dump off all the crap that we found. Bastard. I was going to try and run past you. Smack you on my way running past if I didn't get shot, but I am getting shot anyway. Now currently I can't really use this because I don't go anywhere because there's no booster tracks or anything, and I wanted to look further into Steve's carts to see if there's like a personnel cart that I could use so I wouldn't have to use booster tracks, because I know Steve's carts adds a ridiculous amount of carts, and I forgot about that. But yeah, so I figured I'd look into that, see if there's anything I can do with that. If not, no worries, I can use the booster tracks, no problem, and we can go from there. But it'll also be nice about having this rail system set up as well. We're mining with our power suit and everything. we'll be able to send materials back with the cart system, and they can dump off and then dump into our sorting system. But again, sorting system, not really going to get started with that until we start the quarry, which I don't know. I might go ahead and just do underground rather than do over the desert, because sand is going to be something that we're going to need really quick for glass. For a lot of the stuff that we need, we'll need to use the thermiotic fabricator, which needs glass. What's a work cart? Oh, it's a crafting bench. That's awesome. And then a regular mine cart. Cool, cool. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and dump all this stuff, and I will meet you guys back downstairs. Welcome back, ladies and gents. You know, it seems like it was really quick for you guys, but it was actually a really long time for the second part of this episode, because I realized the first part didn't have any sound, and which means the previous episode doesn't have any sound. So yeah, sorry about that. Good thing there's the music. That's okay though. And I also realized that a bunch of the Bioshock episodes that I recorded also don't have any sound. So I get to replay through Bioshock to get back to the point where I was when I started the second batch of episodes I recorded. That's okay though. Good times anyway. Now we got sound again. I figured out what was wrong, and everything is fixed. But rather than meeting you guys downstairs like I said I was going to, I'm actually going to come up here and I'm going to make some rails with you guys, because I remember in the previous episode I went ahead and started smelting some refined iron, and I never used it. So now I'm going to use it to show you guys how to use the rolling machine for the purposes of making rails anyway. Now we got actually some wooden ties from those chests, but we also got some creosote oil. Oh yeah, and I made some more iron ingots and some smooth stone, because I'm going to make a couple other things on camera with you guys real quick before we close out the episode. But in case you didn't know, to make the wooden rail beds, you can see you need the rails in the rail bed. To make the rail bed, you take the 4 wooden ties and do that. Now to make the wooden ties, you take these fellas right here. There we go. Just like that. Now what I was doing before is I was using actually buckets, and I was going downstairs to my furnaces that I've got down there and just bucketing them in, because I have a crafting table down there and everything. It worked out fine. It was a little slow, but it's okay. I didn't waste. You get the buckets back, which is nice. But there you go. I mean, that's pretty much how you make a rails right there. So when we go back downstairs, which will be in the next episode, we'll be able to lay down a bunch of our tracks. But before we close out the episode, we have one last thing I wanted to make, and that is the cart assembler. And I've already made the stone, and I already have the iron on me. We just need 1 piece of gold and some redstone. Actually, we need 2 pieces of gold and 8 redstone, because we need to make 2. I have all these labeled, and I swear to God, for no reason, because I always open the wrong chests first. Except just then. So here we go. 2 of these. Oh, not yet. We actually need to make... Where'd you go? We need to make these first. So yeah, I was actually right. Don't worry, I remembered. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we got 2 of these, and these things you actually use for a lot of stuff. So that's definitely not the last time that we're going to see those. Look at that. I had exactly enough iron in that 1 stack. Now we made the cart assembler, and the cart assembler needs power, I believe. This is just going to keep going over. I need 1 more. There we go. Golden conductive pipe. Pretty sure it needs power. Yes. To start making a cart, please add a cart hole of your choice to the hole slot. So there you go. This is a... Wow. There's a lot to it. Jesus. But this is how you make badass Steve's carts. I don't know if you can use... If a regular old mine cart works. Where'd you go? Oh, it's a cart mines. I think I need to make a special kind of cart. A special hull. Yeah, that's what I thought. what is it? A hull. There we go. The wooden hull apparently is like pointless. Why would you even make that? And the standard hull's fine, and then the reinforced, and then the god mechanical pig. In memory of VSWE's Thunder Pig Arena victory. Thanks everyone who donated during the 2013 Minecraft Marathon. I'm not super sure what that's talking about. Like, I know who VSWE is and all that, but I don't know of the Arena Marathon. Anyway, but yeah, there you go. Those are the types of... oh, this is like an in-between the standard and the reinforced. You can make the mechanical pig. Nice. Well, kinda. It's kind of an in-between. It has a higher modular capacity. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, it's in between the wooden and the standard. Okay, anyway. The standard hull is what we're going to go ahead and make. Not right now. I'm going to make it... Actually, I guess I can make it. I'll make it in the next episode. But anyway, I got to close up this episode because we're running a little bit long. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry there's no sound in the previous episode or the beginning of this one. So, yeah. It's fixed now, though. So, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to leave comments with your suggestions and stuff on what you want to see and all that stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that I already forgot. I'm just kidding. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.